Okay, thank you for joining this 3 days event. It's a first in-person meeting that a fantastic moment for us. And first, so I would like to have the report from the decentralized treasury working group, what that group discussed. And if you have some resolution.
Works. Or maybe that one works better either way. So, well, my processor is still busy processing the bits for the 3 days and writing into the ledger. So I guess it needs a bit of time to structure that properly, but it was awesome. The whole 3 days were excellent conversations, discussions, and I learned a lot. Hope you did as well. As far as decentralized treasury working group, Ali did an excellent job yesterday running 2 panels, making a presentation. And I think that was a really fascinating day, and hope we will view the recordings afterwards. So several things came up during those days. So naturally, one is to go deeper into stablecoins. And there were 2 possible themes to explore. One is the definition. And then potentially, Rosa mentioned last time, yesterday, something about finality and again, like definitions. We will talk whether it makes sense to go deeper into that and try to create some sort of reference architecture, reference implementation, reference contract that will help others to implement stablecoins and regulators to regulate. So those are already 2 themes. DAO, unfortunately, yesterday the presentation didn't work. Today there was another presentation. So DAO is very much relevant to decentralized treasuries because that's one of the forms, organizational forms, how to manage ecosystems and funds. So we'll try to go deeper into that. We have had in the past a couple of sessions already, and we will continue exploring that. And then, Ali, did I miss anything else?
Use the microphone.
Oh yes, a stable coin document. Yes.
Point of stable coin. On the notion of finality or even stable coins, let's dream big. Let's say that we do come with some sort of a standard for arriving finality. Can these potentially become some sort of a ISO standard or no?
I don't think so.
Okay, just asking.
We can always propose.
Yeah, we can.
But then, yeah, good you reminded, because we will be producing, you are the main author for the stablecoin paper itself.
Yes.
And I guess it's almost ready, but definitely new ideas and contributors are welcome.
That was actually my other question. So long time ago, you mentioned, I forgot, I'm sorry, the 5-page or more than 5-page, we're up to about 11. We could end up easily 15 pages of stuff. So what's the name of that document? What are we producing?
Title of document, you mean?
Type of a document will be study report or?
Yeah, so it depends. But we have that 2 or 3 types of document: study report, research report, or standard or something like that.
Okay.
Probably study report.
Study report
Yeah,
should be
okay.
good.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Thank
you.
To create that standard or agreed document, so we need to have that agreement by all stakeholders, including government or including central bank. It's not easy to having that kind of agreement.
And then another work item will be continuing work with the Association of Corporate Treasurers, which is an association which unites traditional treasurers from traditional corporations. We have prepared a report, an article, which they said will be published sometime in the summer. But there is a potential to go deeper with them about digital assets and how that applies to the traditional financial world and corporations.
So continuing with the education theme, that's basically the goal. I guess one of the goals we're pursuing is to educate the traditional treasurers to understand the sort of decentralized world solutions, et cetera, and create a bridge basically. So I'm all with you.
And then the final bit is the decentralized funding of research activities and other projects. That's where Bloxburg is very much relevant. So we've done our own share of research. And Chiro said that you had some bruises from that. So perhaps kind of connecting to somebody who is really like tasked with certain structuring that activity there. And then maybe we can combine forces where they bring research expertise and academic worlds, while we bring other sides such as regulators, developers, business and industrial customers, potential customers. So there is synergy there.
Yes, absolutely. I think that that's a very interesting outcome of this conversation. And the good thing again is that in a way they are struggling exactly to find the answers that you also want to find as well, because it is a community now of 50 different universities, if I understand right, with different level of involvement, obviously, of different universities. There is a core that is more active, but it is the way forward. And I think that they are exactly at this crossroads in which finding these answers is important, and therefore your contribution would be fantastic and highly appreciated by them.
Yeah, my suggestion is holding some ad hoc phone call, Zoom call to discuss the potential collaboration between the BGIN and
Can we remember that we set it up at the end of August when we are back? Fantastic. We will do this after the summer break.
Yeah, that's good.
Good, fantastic. Sure, I think it will be fantastic. Yeah. And the people from the Max Planck library have been very proactive in trying to move Bloxburg forward. So I think that they will really appreciate your input. And actually, if you and the universities that you represent, you yourself as per people belonging to universities want to join, they would be also highly appreciative. Because now, if I have to see, most of the universities come from Europe, let's say, it's all around Europe. But so some further stakeholders from all around the world could be something strengthening the network, actually.
So a couple of additional points. One is, first of all, well, we heard about Soul tokens, soul-bound tokens. So we should create BGIN bound token or decentralized treasury working group bound token. So we are welcoming everybody who is here to join the working group. At the very least, the mailing list, you will be kept current. There is a link on the. If you sign up, providing your name and email address, you will be kept updated about our meetings, activities. So that's the first step. At least we can keep talking. And then that may lead to something else. Then probably August, it's summer holidays. Everybody is on vacation, kids, school holidays, etc. Ali, whether you agree, we can delay our next meeting until September so that we give everybody some break. And my final word is big thank you to Claudio, Florian, and Shengdan. You did excellent job. Everything went smoothly like a Swiss watch. And if I had or we had a chance to put some score points somewhere so that the University of Zurich goes up in the global ranking somewhere rivaling Oxford and Cambridge and others, then I would do that personally. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And
Thank you very much, Leon,
next is IKP working group, Nat.
All right, so we had a very fruitful first day. Beside the working group itself, we had a presentation from Web 5, self-issued, self-sovereign identity, and the panel discussions, the roundtable on that, and then also on the soul-bound tokens, SBTs, which were very, very informative for all the attendees. I think we had a very good crowd. I couldn't quite see how much attendance was there offline at the on-site University of Zurich campus, but there were over 50 people online as well, so that was pretty good. Now, as to the IKP session itself is concerned, we had a presentation on ransomware report, and we had published the ransomware report part 1, the general part, previously, and we want to have, we would like to get the part 2, the subsequent part, which will discuss on technical issues. And if there are any experts in the BGIN community who can help with that, that's going to be much appreciated. Then we had a selective disclosure discussion led by Kazue Sako, Professor Sako from Waseda University. And this paper is also being written right now, and all the collaboration and helping out by putting comments and providing text to it would be much appreciated. Then finally, over the summer, we are trying to finish off our study report on soul-bound token, which is read by Michi Kakebayashi and Tetsu Kurumizawa. And if you are interested in that work as well, please do chime in. It's through the usual Google Doc commenting process. And we didn't have time to touch on Ronin network incident fully, but after this meeting, we plan to start addressing these things as well. So in all, it was a very fruitful meeting, I think. And lastly, but not the least, I'd like to thank all the organizers, especially University of Zurich, to making it possible. The hybrid meeting tends to be really challenging, usually, but we had a splendid experience. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And so we have another study group. So Pinda1 is unfortunately here now, but we have another study group of Kintsugi Financial Internet. So this is just starting point of the discussion of that harmonizing many different types of financial systems, including blockchain-based crypto asset, to fix the current problem of the payment settlement and the old one, the new one. And I think that this is a very stimulating discussion. And so the study group will start their discussion bi-weekly basis from August. And so please join that discussion. And the future general meetings, block number, I would like to introduce the block number 7. So that venue is not finally decided yet, but so it's likely to hold that next block number 7 late November or early December this year in Vancouver, Canada. So University of British Columbia and the blockchain at the UBC will be host that that meeting, and it should be that is second in person and the hybrid meeting. And of course that so currently that so new spike of the COVID-19 approaches, but so I hope that we can have that second in-person meeting this November or December. And we are now usually call for the host city and country of future blocks. So we have the history of that general meetings, age in Mumbai, Paris, Washington DC, New York, Africa, Asia, and then that block number 6 is all going to held in Zurich. Next, highly likely to be held in Canada. And I'm now thinking that hold the block number 8 in European countries with associated with the financial cryptography conference. That the financial cryptography conference is that father or mother of that blockchain technology. I think that conference was initiated by cypherpunks in 1997, and I'm now thinking to hold that block number 8 associated with financial cryptography conference. Currently, it is planned in May, and next year it will be held in some European countries, highly likely in Italy. I'm not sure about that exact place, but it should be that some good island. And so I'm now thinking for block number 9. So going back to Asia, a candidate is Singapore, but so if you have good idea to hold the block number 9 in Asia, please let me know. And I'm not sure about the block number 10. Could be that Africa, because that one of the important things for us is the geographical diversity. Going back to Africa could be that interesting idea. Okay, and as I told that every meetings of that working group and study group task force are held by weekly basis, and please join that our mailing list to have that information about each meetings. Okay, and I would like to ask Claudio to provide closing remarks.
Thank you very much, Shinichiro, for your final words, and it is my turn. First of all, I want to thank everybody, all the participants that have been here, that made the effort to travel, and those that could not, that attended also online. I am thankful for all the people, for all the steering committee of the BGIN network, Leon, Ali, Matt, and Shinichiro-san, for the thinking of Zurich to have the first on-site conference. We are really appreciative of this, and I hope that at least the block 12 can also run here, hopefully. Okay, if not before, it would be fantastic as well. Let us not do it in July, people. It is very hot, and people tend to, it gets a little bit harder to get all the traction that in general we can get for all these events. But we are really appreciative, and we really look forward for further venues of collaboration. So thank you so much. I hope that we will certainly be in touch and keep working together. But let us continue moving on. Thank you very much, and the best luck for your future movements as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Claudio, Florian, and
Absolutely, this was out of question. People, I'm so rude. Thank you, Shengnan and
Florian. Okay,
Thank you.
so this is the list of program committee and organizing committee. So I would like to express that thanks to all members of the organizers. And of course, we need to express thanks to that all sponsors. So we have Casper Heather Hashgash Association, SACO as a level 1 sponsors, and we have the 6 sponsors, including DCARET, Electronic Company, Data Garage, the Japan Data Design, Manex Group, and Recruit. Thank you very much for all sponsors. And thank you for all invited talk speakers, panelists, all attendees who did a great discussion here. And thank you for everyone on the CU at block number 7. Thank you very much.